Maybe it's so far away they think it won't bother him. Bouncer off the pitcher's glove, and that'll make no play left, maybe. But he got him. Gucci with Waller grabbing a bare hand and gets easily scored 1-6-3. When that ball was tipped, it looked like there was no play left, and Magnotti is yelling at Goody, nice play.
Well, he should. No play for most guys, maybe. Ricky Gutierrez with a terrific reaction. The one-handed, barehanded grab, and quick throw got him by a half a step.
Give me a blue star to put right next to that 6 on the scorecard.
Sure. And Damian Easley wasn't happy with the call. It was very close at first base.
Here's Gonzalez. He's walked, fly to left, and in his 5th inning had a base hit up the middle. Lefty against lefty. Magnotti will stretch, look to second. Bring it to Gonzalez. Tight on the letters of ball, and it's 1-0. Tomberlin, another left-hand batter. Their DH tonight is on deck. You got a lefty on the mound. You got a lefty working in the bullpen. The pitch to Gonzo. Tight under the knees, a ball. 2-0 to Luis.
Like you've talked about in the past, it's nice when the Astros answer with a run to their opponents. You don't want the Tigers to go and pull that trick on us.
Here's the pitch. Down and out. He falls behind the left-hand batter. Ball 3, no strikes. Clark with the lead at second, checking the middle infielders. If it's anybody working on him, be the shortstop, because Biggio swung way around to the right, closing the hole on Gonzo. Swing on a green light and a smash to third. Spires up throwing and got him. Boy, a nice reaction on a tricky little hop out of the dirt by Spires.
Actually, a very nice reaction, as you say, because should Spires have gone back on that play, he may not.
Clark at second, 2 down. Magnotti trying to keep them from regaining that 2-run edge. At the moment, Detroit leading Houston 5-4. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Strike called right in on a kneecap. Tomberlin stepped out a moment, checking the grip on the bat. Now he's back up in there. Boy, he gets right down on the knob of that bat, too, this big guy. Strike 1 count. Magnotti will check in at second. Hesitate at the belt. Kick and fire. Breaking pitch. Just did miss that strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tough strike zone here tonight.
Magnotti in relief of Bergman. Magnotti came on in the 5th. He's still pitching in the 7th. And the look. Here's the pitch. Good breaking pitch. Came right back with it. Started a little more inside that time, so did break through the middle for a strike.
Situation with the base open, you don't want to give in. Let Tomberlin see the fastball against the left-handed pitcher and just drive one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Osmus with the sign. Magnotti responds. Check in on Clark at second, then bring it to the hitter. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt, and it skips clear back here to the box seat railing. So it'll be a strikeout and a wild pitch allowing Tomberlin to get to first. Boy, that's a tough break for Magnotti.
It really is right there. You get the strikeout, get yourself out of an inning, but the ball's in the dirt and takes a bad hop to Osmus's left, and he's just unable to get the body in front.
First strikeout in his relief stint tonight. Ends up with a runner at first and scored a wild pitch to get Tomberlin to first. Now runners on the corners. Here's another left-hand batter for Maggie. Bacco got a run across with a bounce out in the 2nd, their first run. Doubled in the 4th. Led off the 6th with a walk and scored their 5th run. So he's been busy. 1 for 2, run batted in and a run scored for Paul Bacco. Batting 8th in their order. Check of the corners. Pitch on the way. Strike, burnt off an outside corner at the knees. Strike 1 to Bacco. Clark third. Across the diamond, Tomberlin at first and 2 down. Magnotti's job clear cut. Don't let him get insurance again. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the knees. One outside, one inside. Got a call each time. 0-2 to Bacco.
Bacco apparently looking for something off speed because both of those pitches fastballs out over the plate.
Ready for an 0-2. Check the corners. Runner at first going. Swinging, bouncer, shortstop got to come hard. Goody will throw on the run and get him, and the side has been retired. So, Buddy Bell had Cumberland going, but Goody was up to the occasion. He made 2 fine plays in the inning. Oh, we've had shortstop clinics 2 games in a row for the Astros by Bogey yesterday and Goody tonight. We go to the 8th with work to do. The Tigers lead 5-4.
With the runner coming home from third, Goodwin back in a tie for first in the league in steals with 23. Astacio has a good move. Alicea waiting from the left side. And here's the pitch. It is inside for ball 1. Astacio has missed on 5 straight pitches since Seeley crushed that double to the wall in left center field. Rusty Greer on deck. Here's the set. The pitch to Alicea. Fouled off the fists, back out of play. Don't forget, stop by Bennigan's in Arlington after Saturday home games for Ranger Replay Live. Register to win a road trip to Phoenix to see the Rangers and Diamondbacks June 24th, courtesy of America West and La Quinta Inn and Suites. After this Saturday's game, stop by Bennigan's near the ballpark on the west side of 360, just south of I-30. Rangers and Angels all weekend at the ballpark. 1-1 to Alicea. A throw over to first, and Goodwin dives back in. Toronto 3, Florida 3. They're in the bottom of the 9th in Florida. Roger Clemens pitched into the 8th inning today. It's now Plesac against Powell in a battle of bullpens. 1-0 Rockies here. The set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Off speed, and Alicea way out in front. The count is 1-2. Philadelphia 7, Baltimore 6. Bottom of the 5th in Philly. Doug Johns and Mike Grace, the starting pitchers, both gone early. Surhoff his 10th homer. Boston leading in Atlanta 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th behind Derek Lowe. Tom Glavine, the Braves starter, is already gone. And the Mets lead the Devil Rays 3-0 after 7 at Shea. Mike Piazza, a home run. Rick Reed against Dennis Springer. Stepping off the back of the rubber, Astacio shoots a look over at first, and Goodwin steps back on. He is not getting a very big lead over there. Seeley very cautious off the bag at third base with 2 outs. Now Alicea steps out at the plate, calls time. Louis back in there. He struck out looking his first time. The set and the pitch. It is lined to left field, but right at Burks. He takes 1 step in and puts it away, and the side's retired. No runs on a double by Seeley.
Well, he went right after Big Mo.
That wasn't your typical at bat from Moises Alou. I don't know if that wrist is still bothering Mo.
This is Everett, 1 for 3, a big one, a 2-run line drive homer to left center, opposite side for him. Still batting left-handed as he faces the right-hander Brocail. Our DH tonight is Dave Clark. He's just moved on deck. Pitch to Everett. Way high, a ball. When Brocail was a Padre, it looked like he was on a escalator going each way from big club in San Diego to Las Vegas. Here's the pitch. Down and out, a ball. 2-0. Ben gave the Astros all he had in the role they put him in. Tough to be a spot starter, then you relieve. Here's the pitch. That's high with a fastball, 3-0. Then being put into that bullpen last year by Buddy Bell, he responded with a good second half after getting off to a struggling first part. Here's the 3-0. And a high strike call to make it 3-1.
That swingman role that you're talking about is a tough one. That pitcher's just, it's tough to get in any kind of rhythm, whether you're going to be a reliever or a starter.
Right called, outside corner. Now he's gone full. Fell behind. Now gets 2 quick strikes on Everett. Everett has bounced out, hit a 2-run homer, and struck out swinging. That was all against the starter. Dreisinger now the strut. Now time call by Everett. If for no other reason to just try to break up the quick work here by Brocale.
Carl was not set right there. He wanted to make sure and have a chance to break it up.
Ready for a 3-2. Swinging foul tip, catcher's mitt. 2 strikeouts in a row for Brocale. 7 strikeouts against the Astros, and 6 have been swinging. And now here's Clark, a strikeout swinging, a fly ball to left, and another strikeout whipping. Now, Rocco going out to talk to Brocale.
Going right now, he's throwing his right behind both hitters that he struck out this inning.
Now he's looking at a left-hand batter, your DH tonight, Dave Clark. He hasn't made much of the opportunity so far this evening. That's down low a ball.
60 strikeouts over 78 innings last year wouldn't indicate somebody who has overpowering stuff.
Ready for a 1-0. Foul ball. Now there he had a pitch to hit. And Clark had the best cut he's had tonight.
We almost had one to hit right there, too.
Or to duck.
I'll tell you what, that was coming our direction, just thankfully a little bit low.
But your reaction was good. You were already leaning over.
I was saving the popcorn immediately.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High fastball. At least it sounded high. He's bringing it right now.
He is. He is. He's throwing hard.
Clark trying to get a 2-out hit here. High foul over to the left.
Well, this would be a great time right now for Dave Clark to earn his welcome on the ball club and get himself going.
The opportunity evidently is there if you listen to Larry Dierker on the pregame tonight. With 3 right-handers going, they've been wanting to get him a lot of at-bats. Well, he's got a chance with the DH rule in effect here 3 straight nights. Ready for a 2-2. Down and out, laid off of it. And it's 3-2. Good hard sinker down. Now Clark with a full count. Nobody on in front of him and 2 away. And the pitch. Line drive hit into right field. The right fielder didn't pick up the flight of that ball right away. Now here's a throw to second. Got to hit the dirt. And in there, Higginson never saw that ball and its flight pattern. He evidently thought it was going to come near to him, and it was about 20 feet to his right, and by the time he reacted, it gave Clark a chance for an extra 90 feet.
Not much more I can say there, because that's exactly right. Higginson was frozen until that ball hit the ground, wasn't it?
Yeah. He never saw that ball. It's a double for Clark, and he had 2 very good swings in that at-bat.
He did, and that was a low fastball that he drove right there. And that's the Dave Clark swing that we've grown accustomed to in his role as a pinch hitter.
Most left-hand hitters love that low heater, don't they?
I don't know what the reason is, but it's true.
High a ball. Did it make it? I mean, you were a switch hitter, but did that appeal to you when you batted left-handed?
I became kind of less so the later I got in my career. I became a little bit more of a high ball hitter on the left side of the plate, but early in my career it was true.
Todd Jones is now throwing in the Tiger bullpen. Gutierrez 1 for 3. Played outstanding at shortstop tonight. Here's the pitch to him. Swing and a fly ball. He had a cut. Maybe they're timing that heat a little bit here now. Looking at it. See, Goody was going to school in that on-deck circle with the pitches that were thrown to Clark.
But they're going to get it timed. They've got to turn that dial all the way up to 10 because he's bringing it. I'd like to see a radar number thing here in this park on the pitcher's pitches, because I'll bet you Brocale is in that mid-90 range.
You get spoiled with the other parks doing it, don't you?
You do. It's nice to have.
Here's the pitch to Goody. Down and in a ball. 2-1. After 2 quick strikeouts on Alou and Everett, Dave Clark doubled to right. Gutierrez, the batter, and the right fielder playing him as an off-field hitter. So's the center fielder. Left fielder playing him straight away. Look out, swing and a miss. And the bat, luckily for the fans, went into the aisle behind the third base dugout. Goody hadn't done that in a while.
In a while, that ball, the bat, like you say, landed right in the aisle. Some brave male spectator made sure and yank it away from a young lady.
Oh.
Bold move.
And I think the fans are on him a little bit.
Hey, give it back, buddy.
You know what the chances are of that, don't you? Old Slim and none.
I'd like to see Slim line one up the gap right here.
Slim Goody. He doesn't like his new bat, by the way. Uh-oh, the guy just gave it to the girl.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he handed it to somebody. I hope it was her.
Chivalry lives.
Now they're still passing it around down there.
Maybe they took a look at it and said, I don't want this thing. I can't hold on to it either.
All right, Goody, step back up in there with a new war club. This is his third at-bat and this at-bat. Gutierrez 1 for 3 tonight. Batting .312 against the league with Clark at second and 2 away. Tying run in scoring position. Down and out of ball. 3 and 2 to Ricky Gutierrez. Osmus on deck. Boy, between Tigers, Astros, and former Padres, they could have a reunion during this series. Looping liner, center, base hit, drop. Hunter charges. Throw to the plate. Watch it at the plate. It'll be out at the plate. Clark banging into Baca, hoping to break it loose. A big charge and a throw by Hunter. And touchdown, the tying run. Score it, 7-2. Base hit Gutierrez. But a little looping liner into shallow center. And Hunter played it just right.
Everybody played that right. Took a base hit right on down to the final throw. Hunter charged it well and made a strong throw to the plate.
So the Astros are kept off the tying run here. Middle of the 8th. Tigers lead 5-4. Now this from your local station. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, we have a new pitcher, and it's Doug Henry.
Doug Henry. This is his 24th outing of the year. 25 leads the Astros. Just to give you an idea, C.J. Nitkowski has 25. 24 now for Doug. 3-2 record. 29 and 2/3 innings of work on the year. He does have one save to his credit.
When Doug was in the American League, he was 0-2 against Detroit, but he did earn 6 saves against them in 19 games over 16 innings. Cruz leading off against Henry, and here's the pitch. Slider down, ball 1.
2 for 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and
Cruz 0 for 2 had a sacrifice in the 6th inning, helped them get a run. Hit him on the fist and popped him into shallow center. Hang up a long time. Everett is there. 1 out, and up to the top you go with Hunter, who's been a fixture in this game. Double, single, run scored. And a throw to the plate to cut down a tying run. And Cubbage had to do what he did. You had to challenge Hunter in that situation.
Couldn't change a thing on that play. You've got to go for it. Cubby did, as you say, exactly the right thing. Dave Clark just unable to beat a strong throw from Brian Hunter.
The look, out of the stretch, he brings it. Strike called. Right-hand batter, right-hand relief pitcher. Henry working on Brian Hunter. Here's the pitch. Fouled it back. Brian did Henry a favor there, went after a pitch up out of the strike zone. Now he's in a hole, 0-2. Remember, tomorrow night it'll be Hampton. We'll be on the air at 5:40 with Astro Launch and skipper Larry Dierker. Right now the Tigers are leading 5-4. The Tigers are battling in the 8th with that 1-run lead. Our third pitcher, Henry, working. Slider just did slide down and out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Henry considers himself a power pitcher, but boy, he's got a good slider too, and he'd throw a splitter up there once in a while. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back.
I think some pitchers, and it's the Doug Henry mentality, it is that when he gets in a tough situation, he will probably go to hard stuff, whether it's the fastball or slider, and therefore that's the reason he considers himself a power pitcher, even though he knows he doesn't have the Billy Wagner-type fastball.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Brian Hunter waiting. Sign given by Osmus. Henry following Bergman and Magnani to the mound. Into the dirt. Scooped up out of there by Osmus. Now, it doesn't make a lot of difference with this situation. But if they had a runner on base right there in a game situation, that was a heck of a stop of a ball spinning in the dirt by Osman.
It was, and yet he would probably go at it differently with the body rather than just the one-handed glove.
Here's the pitch. Tight, backed him out of there between the knees and the belt. Henry doesn't like the feel of that ball, wants a new one, and plate umpire Mark Johnson obliges. Let's make it in a hurry. And the Astros radio network. Let's put something off of it and another cute it. Shot back, Brian. Number 4 down the right side. Michael Hamilton, Alan Ashby, opening this 3-game series in Detroit, saying hello to Jacksonville, KEBE, Lake Charles, KLCL, and Lampasas, KCYL. There's a foul up above us. 3-2 to the center fielder batting in the leadoff spot. Brian Hunter and Joe Randa, who's been part of their lead here tonight, is on deck. Stretch pitch on the way. Down, he walked him. Got out in front of him 0-2 and lost him. That's not the man you want to give a free pass to either. Not with those wheels. So Hunter is on with a walk. 1 out in the inning in the bottom of the 8th. And Joe Randa has had 2 hits, scored twice, and driven in 2. I'd say he's been part of their puzzle tonight. Bob Jones continues to throw in their bullpen in anticipation of the 9th. Here's the look. Hunter running. Throw down. It'll take an unbelievable throw. He won't get him. He stole that on Henry. What a jump he had.
Took those long legs, long stride, but he gets them going very quickly. Brian Hunter, clearly the class of the American League base stealers.
That's 18 for him. First stolen base for them tonight. Nothing a catcher can do with that, with a natural speed base runner, especially when the pitcher doesn't hold him. Now they've got a runner at second, 1 out. Joe Randa the batter, and the 1-0 pitch. Strike call, burn off an outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And you don't forget about Brian Hunter at this point either, because he's just as likely to take off for third base as he just did for second.
So you got a right-hand batter out there that can block Osmus a little bit. He doesn't have a clear path to the bag as far as throwing. There's a looping liner caught by Goody, and he'll run to the bag for the double play. There's the little running rock there by Hunter. Maybe he was coming over.
Yeah, there's no question right there. I think Brian Hunter just took a shot. If that ball gets through, I'm going to make sure and score.
First double play tonight for Houston, their 57th of the year. All right, 9th inning coming, and so is Todd Jones. All right, don't leave us now. 9th inning. With the Astros trailing, the Tigers are leading 5-4. 30-year-old right-hander Todd Jones looked like he was headed for stardom as an Astro. 15 saves in 95, 17 in 96. Then last year, after being traded over here, jumped it up to 31 saves. Now let's check on him for this year.
Let's see. He's only been scored on this year, that's Todd Jones, in 4 of his 22 outings, and he's converted 32 of his past 34 save opportunities. 0-1 on the year, 3.54 ERA in 22 outings, and 20 1/3 innings of work.
What's the save column for him?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one on you. Yes, he does have 9 this year.
And last year, when he got the 31 saves, he had 70 strikeouts in 70 innings. One of the things that put him in disfavor, if it were, and I don't mean to, was a high fly ball to center off the bat of Osmus. Center fielder Hunter back, and he'll haul it in on the warning track. And the reason it became a sensational play, because I'm sure he was not playing deep power, but he had to race back to the track in center.
You get the impression as you watch Brian Hunter go back that he knows he's got it from step 1, and he's got a few different gears he puts it in, and they all look like they're easy.
So a quick out to start the 9th inning, and here's Biggio. Biggio 2 for 4 tonight. But to get back to Todd Jones, he started trying to get outs with the heat he can throw, and he was hanging a lot of curveballs. And at that time, Terry Collins was our manager, and it just drove him nuts. Here's the pitch now to Biggio. High fastball. Todd can flat out bring it. He's a hulk of a man. Another thing that the Astros stopped, that he wasn't in shape the last year he pitched for us. Well, he's in shape now. He's a mean, trim, hard-throwing righty. Boo, he just barreled that pitch in there. Biggio foul tips it, and the count is even at 1-1.
Pitch appears to be trying to get that game-time tying swing go. And, boy, he always comes up with the right element at the right occasion. Love to see him do it right here.
Crowd of almost 12,000 for the opening game of this series. Whoa, high heat, swing and a miss. That's just good old country hardball right there.
Between Jones and Brocail, we're seeing some cheese being run up there.
He's only given up one gopher ball in 20 innings.
Kind of surprising.
You'd think in that league with home run hitters, somebody'd catch up with that heat. But he's out in front now, 1-2 to Biggio. Way high, laid off the high fastball that time. Todd Jones, they used to kid him, you know. He makes his home over in Alabama. And he writes a column for one of the Birmingham papers. And the guys used to say, well, Todd's writing the column again. That's good news and bad news. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. The bad news is he's writing it again. The good news is we don't get the paper.
That's terrible.
Well, you know ball players, they can rib pretty good.
I've never known any to do that.
You still do it, and you're not even in uniform anymore. Ready for a 2-2. Biggio waiting, trying to get on for Spires, Bell, and Bagwell. Here's the pitch. Tight at the knees, and boy, that was close.
Just looking over Todd's season last year, he only gave up 3 home runs in 7 innings of work last year, so he's staying away from that gopher ball.
Ready for a 3-2 to Biggio. Doing the little Biggio two-step. I think he does it. I'm not sure why he does. I think he does it to loosen that knee up a little bit. I don't know.
Could be part of it. I think he likes to fire himself up, too.
Ready for it now. The umpire gives the same. Now with that, the catcher's going out to talk to Todd Jones. Osmus led off the inning, gave the ball a ride about 430 feet, but in this park, that's just the old can of corn. Because Cooper can go get it.
Amazing to get in a park like this and say, nice home run haven, except for center field, and all the blasts have been hit to center field.
You'd think you were in the old Yankee Stadium. The only thing missing out there, no monuments. Here's the pitch. Swinging bouncer toward the hole and through there. The third hit of the night for Biggio. There was a quality. The base hit tells you it was a good at-bat, but overall it was a quality at-bat.
Took big swings on the first 2 strikes. You can afford to. He wanted to see if he could tie the ball game. At that point, he went into the I've got to get on base mode and got the base hit.
The Astros have not hit the Tigers 12-9, but find themselves in the short end in the run column, and that's the only place they'll pay off. Here is Spires, 2 for 3 plus a walk. Single double, fly out to left, and walked in the 7th inning. Todd Jones will stretch now and get the sign. He'll check on Biggio. Here's the pitch. Spires. And outside the ball, that's just a slide off the corner. Now Biggio is at first. He has stolen 2 bases tonight. Now power pitchers sometimes, you read them, you can get another stolen base.
That fastball gets up there quick, but that's not really the real issue. It's how long he takes to deliver. And like you say, power pitchers sometimes are a little bit slow.
And he steps off. He's got Biggio in his mind right now.
They don't want Biggio in scoring position, but it's equally as tough a decision for Biggio to go ahead and make this break. Should he be thrown out, it's disaster for the Astros.
Don't take yourself out of a possible inning here. Right. Here's the pitch. Fouled up to the left out of play. 1-1 to Spires. Spires with the 2 hits tonight. Now is up to 274. That's about a 50-point climb in this month that he's having.
He's coming along. He's too good a hitter now at this stage of his career to stay down very long.
A ball and a strike. And doing it with a thumb that's killing him, folks. He cannot even grip it tightly around the bat. That left thumb down and out. And it's 2 balls and a strike. And Jones just missing on a couple of calls here. He missed on one to Biggio as well. If you're a power pitcher, sometimes then you'll try to adjust, and then you get that fastball in the heart for that hitter to drive.
And that was a close pitch that a lot of Atlanta Brave pitchers are used to getting.
Biggio running and no throw. And so anxious to get the ball was Baco, and the pitch was down, so he was trying to compensate. It wasn't up where he could come right out of there and throw.
You want to make it tough on your catcher. Leave the ball down in the right by the dirt. And that pitch was down. Baco trying to come up to make the throw, couldn't make solid contact with the ball.
So Biggio, who's been favoring that knee, as you heard Larry Durkin talking about in the pregame tonight, well, he's letting it hang out tonight. He's had 3 hits, and he's stolen the base each time. Now has 23 stolen bases. We don't know what the other guys have done in the stolen bases tonight, but he could be the league leader come morning. Here's the pitch. Strike call in the outside corner. It is now a full count to Spires. 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th time this year that Biggio has stolen in multiples. Stole 3 against the Giants, 3 against Montreal, and 2 against Montreal. All right, boys, we're down to cases. It's a full count to Spires. Biggio with enough speed to get home if Spires can deliver. It's a 5-4 game Detroit. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ooh, there's that target they were talking about. And the bullseye, we were in the bullseye.
I need that glove back, Milo. You're not going to use it.
Ready for another payoff pitch. Biggio with a 1-out single, then swipe second. He represents the tying run in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging, fouled out of play up above us. And it holds at 3-2.
That stolen base category is a nice one, Milo, but what I'd like to see Biggio lead the night with is the league leadership in runs scored. One more will tie him with Galarraga, at least from starting tonight's play.
Well, he scored a couple tonight already.
That's right. 3 would give him 54. Let's go ahead and give him at least 3, maybe 4 tonight.
All right, here's Spires waiting. Sign given by Baco. Jones will stretch, lift the second, and bring it inside, and he walked him. Tried to tighten him up inside, and it came too close inside.
I'll tell you what, he is throwing hard right now, and the hitters making their decisions very quickly.
4 walks to the Astros. Buddy Bell out to talk to Jones. Purpose on his mind here. Well, when you saw the action of Brocale when Hunter threw Clark out at the plate, he jumped 10 feet in the air, that they didn't tie the game on him, and I think Jones has got a little of that mentality going right here.
I think you're probably right, and I know the Tigers have had a rough go here at the start of the year. They really love Buddy Bell, and they'd like to make it a winning situation.
Derek Bell has gone 1 for 3. His hit came in the 7th. He drove in the first run of the game in the opening inning with a sacrifice fly. So Derek Bell very much in a game situation here, and Bagwell is on deck. Biggio second, Spires at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Cut right through a heater.
And not a good swing either there. That ball was by Derek. There is nothing stopping Biggio right now from running for third if he feels he's got a shot.
And you've got a tall, big guy in the batter's box to give a little background in front of Baco to have to throw over or behind him. Here's the pitch. High fastball. 1-1. And with the time it takes Jones to get that ball, now Biggio, you know, is looking at him. Now Biggio's also checking on middle infielders.
And they're pinched a little bit toward the back. And that's making it tough on Biggio to get the kind of lead he wants.
That's not a typical Biggio lead right now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased the bad ball down and out.
Breaking pitch right there. One of the few that Todd Jones has thrown here. He has gone primarily with the heat.
One ball, 2 strikes. Derek Bell. He's your 3-hitter tonight. Ball the cleanup hitter on deck. Checking at second. Here's the pitch. Swinging right to the right side and slicing. It'll be Fisher. Here's the right down to the wall. 3-run is in. Nothing's going to put a spin right up at third. It's an opposite field double for Bell. It just kept racing away from Higginson, and it didn't come back to him. It stayed right down at the crease where the wall goes into the running track here, and the game is tied.
That's a big hit for Derek Bell right there. And he hit the perfect ring. The thing, I should say, after two very poor swings on Todd Jones, he just went ahead and shot the other way on the fastball, hit it on the screws.
Now here's Bagwell with a chance to give you the lead. There's only one out in the inning. It's 5-5 in the ninth, and they're going to walk Bagwell. He won't get the chance to beat you, as it were. Bell, by the way, now with a double, has 19. He's fifth in the league in doubles. And with 2 RBIs tonight, he has 43. Here comes another wide one, and Bagwell will wait on one more, and the intentional pass will be completed. Second walk in the inning to Jones. It's the 5th walk of the night for the Astros, and the first of 5 to be intentional.
This can do nothing but leave a positive impression about Derek Bell hitting in that 3 slot.
And with Todd Jones experiencing trouble here, they've got a big right-hander throwing in their bullpen, and here is Alou, 1 for 3 tonight. Boy, they've got some big guys in that bullpen, too, haven't they? Is that Duran?
No, that is Crow in the bullpen.
It's Duran's number on their roster, but I didn't think it was him. That's why I wanted to see if you were going to take a look with the single-eyed binocular that you carry. Bases loaded for Alou. Swing and a miss. Alou tonight has walked, singled and scored run number 2. Flied out to center in the 6th, 8th inning, struck out swinging, 1 for 3 overall. And he's batting .336 against the league. Here's the pitch. Foul back. He had a pitch to hit, but got around late on it because Jones is bringing it.
Good pitch to hit right there. Fastball up in the zone, out over the plate. Moises would like to have that one back. That's Dean Crow throwing the pen for the Tigers. And they have added a left-hander now.
John Runyon. Look out! Low bridge. Whoa, did Alou have to get out of there in a hurry. So Todd Jones, as pumped as he was, has given up a tying run. The bases are loaded behind him. And Alou, who's been your most dependable hitter all year, is up there with a 1-2 count.
Exactly what you want.
Here's the pitch. Look out. Drives him up and out of there again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alou smoothing the dirt around. With the way he's had to escape the last 2 pitches, it probably kicked some dirt loose down there.
I imagine now, Lou is sorting through his mind. What is this pitch going to be after those last couple? Okay, I'm going to get the fastball. Let's jump on one.
He did, and there's a high fly ball to right center with only 1 out. It's going to bring Spires home. The catch is made. The other 2 runners will hold. And coming home with the go-ahead run. And I'm going to tell you something at second base. I'd had to look and look twice and look close at the second base umpire because the throw to second almost nipped Bell. And when it got there, Spires hadn't hit home plate yet.
Ooh.
Would that have been a blunder?
You're talking about blunder without rival here at this time.
I like the way you tap danced right through that.
I was trying to get there, but it would have been unrivaled, that's for sure.
Here's Everett, a 2-run homer tonight. High ball, the Astros taking the lead with a 2-run night. Astros 6-13-0, the Tigers are 5-9. And sacrifice lines for a little. Leads the clock out right up above Ashby. And 52 runs batted into the floor. Alou. And doing the damage against Todd Jones, who over the last year has been one of the better relievers in the American League. Here's the look. Here's the pitch. Strike in there, backdoored him, gave him a breaking ball, and I'm sure after looking at all those fastballs in the on-deck circle, Everett just wasn't ready for that pitch. And it's 1-2.
There are certain pitchers that you just have to throw the breaking ball out the window and say, I'm looking for the fastball.
He did, and he lined it down into the right field corner. Bell's going to score. Bagwell is going to be waved. The throw gets by everybody, and here comes Bagwell going to third and safely. Baco's throw goes to left field. Here comes Everett, and the wheels have fallen off the Tigers. Tiger kitty car. Whoa, brother. The right fielder missed the cutoff man. It came clear into the catcher. He thought he had a shot at third on Everett. He threw it over Randa into left field. And it's 9-5 Houston.
Buddy Bell works with his players on fundamentals very hard. And one thing that was done right there on the throw from Higginson, which was low on the two-man cutoff relay there, Easley did not try to cut the throw, which was bounced initially, and he left it for Tony Clark, but Tony Clark did not come up with it, and that started all the problems. The throw winds up going into left field. Astros get 3 big runs.
Runyon is coming in now to pitch. It's a single for Everett. 2 RBIs.
That's got to be a double.
Well, that's what I would say, but that's why I was motioning you to keep on going so I could hear that score.
That's not right.
And we'll say it hit to be safe.
Yeah.
We know that.
I'm going to call it a double in my book because that's
2 runs batted in with no catch over. Third on the throw that missed the cutoff man, and then E2 that allowed him to score.
again. Damian Easley did exactly the right thing and lead in on that relay from right field. If you can't catch it clean, don't try to touch it. Let the next man get it. But Tony Clark got out of position and was unable to come up with a throw.
Well, I think the thing that bothered Clark, too, was that the second baseman was out there about 10 feet in front of him. And I think he thought that he was going to cut it off and relay it to the plate when it scooted by him. And Clark couldn't adjust to knock the ball down.
Again, they were both in the right position and Easley did the right thing in not trying to touch a throw that he's not sure he can come up with because it was short-hopped on him.
So it's a 5-run inning. Are we going to finally get that snake bite off of us of winning the first game in an interleague series here?
Well, it's looking good right now.
So what have you got on Runyon?
Well, I'm too busy looking at my scorecard, but if you must, here we go. Runyon 1-2 on the year. And
the old can't walk and chew gum, right?
Wow, has he been getting some outings. This is his 34th outing of the year. The 1-2 record, 4.43 ERA in 20 1/3 innings of work. So he's got some short outings there.
Breaking ball, down and out. Clark having to look at a left-hand batter here. He had a double to right field in the 8th inning. Off the right-hander, Brocale. Was later thrown out at the plate by Hunter. Right in there with a strike. And it's 1-1. 5-run ninth. Astros lead 9-5. You're going to have to make another phone call to Dennis Laborio, aren't you?
Just going to have to change everything. There's another dime spent.
Here's a pitch. Strike called. Time has passed you by, hasn't it? Dimes don't get phone calls anymore. Here's the one. Here's the pitch. Whoa! There's a big league wild pitch. It looks like he was trying to throw some kind of a breaking ball, and it just slipped out of his grip and went 5 feet over Clark's head.
That was too ugly for me to even try to describe, Marlon. I'm going to pass.
That's why I'm here, Alan.
Wow.
Astros about hit him 14-9, lead 9-5. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss with a high heater. Don't worry about it this time, Dave. The horse may have cleared the barn door. Oh, boy, what a nice inning. And the Tigers helped. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Astros trying to keep it going against Interleague. They lead the Tigers 9-5. Ready to go now, and Henry, who's the recipient of those runs, Mr. Ashby's out there now to try to keep it right where it is.
Well, the workload has gotten a lot easier suddenly with that last play. 9-5. Nice big 4-run lead, Milo.
Higginson will lead it off. He's had a walk and 3 fly ball outs. Astros trying to hang on, go to 14 over. Trying for the 38th win here tonight. Here's the pitch. Strike called in an outside corner. Now here's another luxury for Henry. With the 9-5 lead, he can throw some more fastballs in this inning.
Oh, yeah. Go right after the hitters. You want to make sure you make the guy swing.
Now he comes back with a breaking ball.
Imagine
Shows you what I know.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can second-guess this game to death. Osmus makes the first out of that inning. Biggio gets to 2 strikes and finally gets that base hit, and that starts it all.
And then stole another base.
That's right.
High outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Higginson. Clark on deck. then Easley and Gonzalez.
And at that point, it looked like Todd Jones was almost unhittable.
But the stuff he was throwing made him look that way. Here's the pitch. Throws it in the dirt, skips up on the screen. Boy, you'd really like to get the first hitter in this inning. With what you're looking behind Higginson with Clark and Easley and Gonzalez. You don't want to let a guy get on to start the inning, to start an uprising here. You don't want these Tigers to start scratching and clawing against you like they've been doing in the middle innings. Here's the pitch. Down a ball, and all of a sudden, after being 0-2, he's filled it 3-2.
Well, if they're going to get on base, make sure they do it by earning it by swinging the bat.
Ready for a 3-2. It's on the way. Swinging a foul tip, comes back over the mid of Osmus, and it holds at 3-2. Owe you a break? Let's do it right here on the Astros Radio Network.
The bottom of the hour, Milo Hamilton and Alan Ashby in Detroit. There's a high pop. If it ever comes down, Bagwell will catch it.
No, Spires will catch it. Whoa! Make mine vanilla. A little snow cone in the webbing of Spires' glove. Now, Osmus went out like he wanted it. Then Bagwell came on like he was taking charge, and all of a sudden Spires was in the picture as that wind that we talked about earlier tonight kind of took it back toward the mound for Spires.
Well, and the ball wound up on the first base side of the mound where you'll normally see Bagwell take it, but Spires called. Ball hit him right in the palm and bounced up toward the web. Looked like it might come out there for a moment.
Well, you like vanilla.
Well, take any flavor as long as it stays in the glove.
You're a vanilla kind of guy.
The strike ball right down the middle of Tony Clark. In his last 3 bats, he's had a double, single, and another single,
And he's driven in 2 runs tonight. Switch hitter with power. The pitch from Henry. High a ball, and it is 1-1. Henry could go to 4-2 if he can get him out here. Astros leading 9-5. Here's the look. Out of the stretch he comes.
swing, right in on his hands. Couldn't catch up with it. And it's 1-2 to Tony Clark. He's what he's run back.
Astros took advantage of some wobbly play in the top of the inning by the Tiger. Whoop, that almost got him in the lead elbow. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow we'll be on at 5:40 again when Mike Hampton goes after number 8. Here's the look. Here's the pitch. Woo, he almost chased the ball up and away. And now it's 3-2. Second straight hitter that he's gotten in front of and then filled it. Don't keep flirting with it, big guy. Go after him. If he hits it out, you still got a 3-run lead. High fly ball out the end of the bat so it won't carry. Hanging up for Everett, and the Tigers are down to an out.
There you go. Well, Doug Henry's not making it easy on himself, but he is getting the job done.
Now Larry Dierker says he wants a different pitcher. Yep. He's going to bring in Wagner. And I think this is a case of having Wagner get to a big league mound. I mean, what other reason could there be?
That's all I can come up with, Milo, and we talked last night about the possibility of him coming in and getting just a little bit of work since it has been a while. I believe it's the 2nd of the month when he last pitched.
But it's not a save situation. He's not trying to get a save for him.
Nor could Doug Henry have picked one up right there, but it is Doug Henry's win to get.
And I just think it's a case of wanting to get him into a big league game on a big league mound and throw to a big league hitter.
It probably is, and you might ask yourself, well, then why not from the start of the inning, since that's been the theory that Billy is best when starting an inning.
Questions to put down on my little pad tomorrow night when Larry Dierker's our guest on his show.
All fodder for fun, Milo.
Just because his show is no reason to make it all easy.
You got it. I'll say one thing. I'll tell you one thing about managers over the years. And I've been doing this show a couple of times. Those managers, I asked him before. I said, look, there's some things that we need to talk about. I said, whatever's fair, go on. I mean, Aaron Brown, Alan here, you name anybody that I've talked to over the years, they know that it's part of it. If you're going to take that show 5 nights a week, it goes with the territory. Now, once you take that job with the MTR in your office, that really goes with it. You've got to making sure the other thing right? Remember the sign that Harold here today? That's usually the strike call.
As little time in there as possible, Milo. I don't know.
Whoa, sure he did.
He did. He was joking around, obviously.
All right. Down to an out and maybe down to a pitch. Wagner bringing the 0-2 to Easley, and it's on the way. Whoa, man, just above the knees. And it looked like he threw in that slider that time with the 0-2.
Well, yeah, I think he did right there, and he wants to be able to use it whenever possible. Great chance right now for him.
Well, right here, though, he might say, all right, see if he can catch up with a 99 mile an hour. He hit a high fly ball down the left side, a Lou over. Is he going to have some room? Not quite. It just bent over into the second row. But with that foul ground down there, Lou said, I'm not going to have that ball bouncing and making me look bad here.
Got those low rails here that you can topple over. You see so many of the highlights on ESPN. That was the slider again from Billy.
All right, now Easley getting back up in there. Damian Easley, 0 for 3 tonight. Walked in the second inning and scored their first run. Wagner ready, see if he can end it here. High pop, and he does. Goody backing up. 10, 12, 14, 15 steps into left center. 1, 2, 3 inning. Wagner got the last out. Henry goes into the winner's circle. So, with this total board, Astros 9, 14, and 0. The Tigers 5, 9, and 1. Henry the winner. Todd Jones was the loser. How about that for a nice comeback win?
That is a terrific comeback win, and as you say, first game in a series with one of these American League clubs. A real nice chance, and now the team's won 3 in a row. 3 in a row in interleague play.
And look at that. You're 14 over 500 now. That's the way to do it. High fives for everybody out in the middle of the diamond. And the final score here tonight, Houston Astros 9, Detroit Tigers 5.
Night started with Beret on the mound. Fordham came on. Then Folk. Seamus pitched the 8th. Karchner will work the 9th. Hard-throwing right-hander is Matt Karchner, and he is the closer. Took over when the White Sox traded Roberto Hernandez to San Francisco at the end of last year. Hey, you can get the best deals of the season on ZX2 at your quality Ford dealer. Qualified buyers get low 0.9% financing for 36 months, or qualified buyers, for qualified buyers, or $1,000 cash back. The ZX2 is only at your quality Ford dealer. Lampkin leads it off. First pitch from Karchner is a strike over the outside corner. Matt Karchner will bring it to the plate in a hurry. He has a record of 1 and 2, an ERA of 3.5. He has 5 saves. Cardinals trail 8-6. The pitch, strike 2 over the inside corner. Karchner tries to save it for Beret, who, if he should get the victory, would have a total of 3. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Lampkin. Just outside, 1 and 2. And again, it will be Lampkin, Gant, to bat for Ordaz, and then McGee. Anybody gets on to Shields. Anybody after that, McGuire. Here's the pitch to Lampkin, a ground ball to the right side. Durham has it, throws to first, 1 away. Lampkin 1 for 3 tonight. Grounds out to start the 9th inning against Matt Karchner. Seamus, while he was in there, walked 1. That's the only blemish on his record. No runs or hits, a walk, no strikeouts. And now Gant batting for Ordaz. The wind is blowing this rain across the field. It is blowing from right to left. As Mike's told you, it's changed directions. And it's swirling at times as it starts to come in from right now. It is an ugly night weather-wise. Swing and a miss by Gant, strike 1.
Just as you said that, a gust comes firing through our broadcast booth there. This is no kind of hospitality to show us National Leaguers.
The 0-1 to Gant, low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gant is hitting .202.
It has been a miserable night, though. You're correct.
One out, nobody on. The 1-1 to Gant. Swing and a miss. Chased one low and away. Strike two. With the bases empty, one out, a ball and two strikes on the pinch hitter Gant. Time called by Gant. Granted by the home plate umpire Merrill. Ron hit .229 a year ago. He's at .202 this year. A 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. He chased a bad one low and away. That's 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down here in the 9th inning, and the last hope for the Cardinals is McGee. Karchner going right through the Cardinals here in the 9th inning.
Well, all we need is for these two guys to reach base, McGee and DeShields, and have Big Mac take one down.
Here's the first pitch from Karchner to McGee. Taking, he took a ball. McGee backing out of there as Karchner brought it to the plate.
Boy, he's a good player, isn't he? You can't hit a 2-run home run when there's no one on base, and McGee's going to make him throw a strike.
He does. 1-1. Willie hitting .296. Came up with a big hit his last time up. A 2-run triple in the 7th. Then he was stranded. 2 out, nobody on. McGee grounds to third, foul, strike 2, and the Cardinals down to their final strike. Cardinals trailing 8-6, 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Cardinals. Both errors came in a 5-run 5th inning for the White Sox, who have 8 runs on 8 hits. 2 out, nobody on. Crowd wants it to end right here. They want to go home. The 1-2 pitch. McGee fouls it away. Willie trying to keep it alive for DeShields. Cardinals in danger of dropping their 6th in a row. Dropping to 4 games under 500. And 9 games out of first place. Here's the 1-2 pitch to McGee. Line drive is foul down the left field line. Boy, stuck the bat out, poked it foul. He hit it sharply down the left field line. It stays 1-2.
The breaks haven't been going the Cardinals' way. Every time they hit a line drive, it just goes foul. Boy, you got to dig back. Well, what do they say? When tough gets going.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip as McGee just got a piece. He's hanging tough.
The Sox were a millimeter away from a win there, weren't they?
Willie just tipped it. DeShields waits. 1 on, 2 out. The 0-1 pitch. Willie stealing, and a strike called on DeShields as McGee gets down to second. Probably won't give him a stolen base. 0-2 on Delino. So again, the Cardinals down to their final strike. The pitch to DeShields, popped up foul out of play left side. DeShields is singled, but was out stealing. Walked and scored. Struck out in the 5th. The runner at third, 1 out in the 7th, and the Cardinals down by 2. He struck out for the 2nd out of the inning. in right field, but the game comes to a close with McGuire in the on-deck circle. Final 8-6 Chicago. The Cardinals have now lost 6 in a row, and they're 9 games out. Totals and highlights in a minute.